Mendocino?
No,
What?
we're home.
No, it looks like that Dave is in Mendocino.
I'm in the Petaluma Gap.
Oh, that's right.
I'm
But
at the Coast Gap.
now we're streaming live.
We are live. We are recording. Is Eric coming tonight?
He's supposed to. I left him and said, I'll see you there.
Okay.
He should be up there by now.
Well, let me run some credits going, and we'll see.
Oh, I just put the casserole in the oven.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, so good evening, folks. Today is
What?
never mind.
September 12th.
Virtual. What am I doing? Today is virtual wine tasting in the era of post-coronavirus. September 12th, 2023. And tonight we are featuring the Petaluma Gap AVA in Sonoma Valley. I am your host, that wino snob of Wine is Life. Tonight's tasting panel are these folks,
Oh, pretty bottle.
also known as these folks, and maybe more to come. Who knows?
Excuse me.
Hey, folks.
Hello.
What do you want?
Let's start with Bill and Dorothy.
We are Bill and Dorothy from Fairfield, California.
Oh, that
And
looks
we're
familiar.
drinking a Gust Vineyard, G-U-S-T. It's
Yeah.
an offshoot of Klein Family Cellars, 2018 Syrah
Oh, okay, Sarah.
from the Petaluma Gap,
Yeah.
14.5% alcohol. And Wine Enthusiasts gave it 90 points. And they got 95 points and a double gold from International Women's Wine Competition. And 24 months on 50% French oak. And that's about all that I know about it. I looked on the website. There's no descriptors for the wine. There's nothing on the bottle. So we'll have to find out about it as we're drinking it.
Okay.
So we were telling David earlier, a little bit of smokiness on it. And maybe it's just the smokiness of Syrah rather than a smoke taint. I'm not sure. It's not too objectionable. Actually, it's
I
not
don't
bad
find
at
it
all now.
objectionable at all.
It's gone
Did you
away.
say it's smoky? Is that what you said on the nose?
There was a little bit of a smoke on the nose, yeah. But that
Yeah, I think
happens
that's
sometimes.
Syrah. Syrah does that. Smoke
Yeah.
taint is actually something different than smokiness on the.
Right. And it's almost, I think, a little leathery. Leather.
Okay, which
Yeah.
goes along with being Syrah. Is that so? You like it?
I do.
Yeah, it's much better now than it was half an hour ago. So I think it's opening up and doing a pretty good job.
David was asking about you.
It was about $42, $43 from wine.com.
What about Scott and Nan?
Scott and Nan. Well, we have a nice blend or a nice Chardonnay from Emblem. It's a 2019 Rogers Creek Petaluma Gap, but it was cellared by the Michael Mondavi family in Napa.
Oh,
Interesting.
Yeah, it's 14% alcohol, and it's pretty tasty. I guess I need to move this around a little bit. We got
that's
it.
nice. There you go. Yeah.
So-
Okay.
And then
Oh, I was rubbing on my husband. Sorry. Can I see the bottle again?
this was Bill and Dorothy got this for me because I couldn't find anything from Petaluma Gap.
I had trouble. Yeah.
.com or anything. So they got me this and sent that to me. But then I did find this at our little wine store that we like, Chapelay, and it's a Chardonnay, but it says Petaluma Gap, so
That's the AVAs the grapes are from.
I like Chapelay. David took us there when we were out there back in 2014.
Yeah.
Was it that long ago?
Yes.
It's almost, it's been 9 years. Wow.
Yep.
So where are you broadcasting from tonight?
Oh, sorry, Scott and Nan from Waynesburg, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
And
When
while
it
we're on the
rains, it's
Michael
wine.
Mondavi thing, we belonged to that wine club for a while because our son was living in Honolulu then, and they would ship,
They ship
No
free.
and you can't beat that to Hawaii because everybody charges freight to Hawaii. So
And
Yeah.
and they used to have a tasting room, and I don't know whether they've opened it or not. They shut. I mean, it
no, they
disappeared.
sold it
Okay,
and they haven't opened
but
again.
they often in their tasting room had wines from other wineries, so they obviously had cooperated with other wineries.
Our dog is being a pistol. You'd think that she would have been worn out by now from her visitor today.
Have you tasted both of those, man?
No, I'm only gonna open the one. My niece is collecting some wine bottles, and I said, well, I might have another one for you after tonight. There's a wedding evidently this weekend, and they put lights in the wine bottles and put them on the
that's-
tables.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you
Yes, I
like it?
thought I would just open up one.
I know that you like Chardonnays, so do you like it?
Oh, yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's very good.
Mhm.
And according to this,
They're
they
cold,
paid
too.
$35.99 for the bottle.
And Sharon and Eric.
Well, you obviously put some.
And that's who we are. Can you tell by my glass what we're drinking this evening?
Something red.
It looks like a petite Syrah or something.
Yeah, it doesn't look like, it's not a Pinot.
Oh, these aren't Pinot
Pretty
glasses?
good color on ours.
No, those aren't, that's Pinot?
Oh, maybe they're not Pinot glasses.
No, no.
No, it just
Wine.
looks dark. It looks very
It's really dark for a Pinot.
Okay, so we are behind the times, you know, sometimes people don't follow directions, or sometimes people take vacations. And so we took a vacation on July 19th when you all were tasting Russian River.
Huh?
So we are tasting Russian River Pinot tonight.
Okay.
14% alcohol. And I think about the time that we were going to open this bottle, we decided that we had had enough Pinot. You know, that's all we drank for a while. Do you like Pinots?
That particular,
Yeah.
this one's okay.
There's some that we like.
Yeah.
Well, that looks very dark. Is it as dark?
Yeah, it looks really dark. I don't know if it's the light or whatever. It looks a lot darker than a Pinot would be.
Well,
But I mean,
I was going to look and see if it was a blend, but it doesn't say it's obviously a Pinot.
Pinots shouldn't be blends.
Yep. So,
But
okay.
yeah, it still looks dark. Some producers will do a heavy extraction and make it come out that way, so that they may have done that.
Okay, that's interesting.
But compared to my Pinot,
Yeah.
Yours is a little lighter.
mine's like borderline rosé looking, right?
Right, right.
You can actually see your shirt.
That's probably why I like
Yeah,
it.
you can see through it. It's pale, this is the style I like. And I am so really pleased with this Pinot Noir. This is like, I might have to get more of this. This is
What year
amazing.
is yours, David?
It's actually young. It's 2021.
So is
But
our,
I also have a Gust
Oh, okay.
Vineyard.
Uh-huh.
And this they spent some money for a bottle because this is really heavy. I went to
Yeah,
pour this. I
right,
felt like I was
yeah.
gonna twist my arm to pour this.
Ours is heavy too.
So it's Petaluma Gap, of course. It's 14% alcohol. I did find some information. I can show you, but yeah, this is Gust is run by the Klein family, but it seems like an offshoot of the family started making wine there as Gust instead of Klein in Carneros. But this has really nice Pinot spice, like baking spices. It has and it's really full of fruit, and it has a super long finish. I mean, after I take a sip, I could still, and it's kind of got I can't describe that aroma. It's
Pinot. Pinot.
Had to see what the dog was up to.
I think ours is heavier.
It's not acidic, it's not.
with that color, it seems like it'd be heavier. What's the alcohol? 14 and a half?
14.
It's 14?
Right.
Wow.
Excuse me.
Okay.
It's so small we can't see.
No, it's 14.3.
Which means it could be 14.8.
Because a 3 looks like the 8 looks like a 3.
No, because they are allowed to wiggle room of plus or minus 0.5 in declaring the alcohol.
Well, it's definitely got more alcohol content than 14. It's
Like, so it could be up to 14.8. It can't be, no one in their right mind would say, they could go the other direction, which means it could be 13.8, except nobody would actually call it 14.3 if it was lower than 14, because the taxes go up at 14% that they pay.
Cool.
they pay a tax on this.
The producers pay tax on the alcohol tax, which they forward on to the consumer.
That's why they had these big seminars in California about taxes for wineries. I mean, it's like a 3-day conference.
That you go
I
to?
bet.
No, yeah, you just go there and get drunk and then pay the tax.
You pay the tax.
It has a nice long finish. I mean, I took a sip and
It's not a typical Pinot, I don't think.
Catalan.
Because it seems like it's much heavier than most Pinots to me.
Yeah.
But it does have that Pinot nose.
Yeah, I haven't. This has a nice finish on it. It's there's a lot of, they must have a lot of new barrels because there's a lot of vanilla on the finish.
So do you know
Oh, excuse me. Oh,
Bert George of Joseph George Wines?
Hmm.
He said no.
I know.
No.
So apparently they made all the wines for, the Sharks have their own wine and stuff, and they do.
Oh, okay.
He was a little bit egotistical about everything, but
I said there was some. I don't know if I posted.
he was at our Lions Club. He was one of the speakers at our Lions Club. Yes, I can see that.
We did I post about there's a wine event in Los Gatos coming up? Did I post that?
yeah, I saw it.
I did. Oh, okay.
I did.
It must be under tasting panel.
Is it
Let me see.
or is it Testarossa?
It was like oh, here we go. They like North Scottsdale off different. Going back to your question, off of North
Scottsdale?
Hayden Road. It's a new area and not far from downtown Scottsdale. The map of the area comes in.
No, that's not Los Gatos.
No. This was about your question
Back to
earlier about
Scottsdale.
Okay.
I got a response.
Back to Scottsdale.
I don't know.
Last chance to join us for the Harvest Festival. And then he has this one about the Kiwanis Club.
Well, that's the Art and Wine
That's-
Festival.
That's the one, the Art and Wine Festival. That's it.
Yeah. There are wines there, but it's not something so exciting that you want to go there and taste.
Interesting fact.
Yeah, got it. And I also included the link to the that for the Zinfandel the used to be Inglenook. It's the only panino. Like,
Oh,
right.
right.
So interesting fact about the event you're talking about, for something like 12 years, I was in charge of the bands and the music
oh,
for Saturday and Sunday. And the weekend, when I was diagnosed 8 years ago, I worked Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I was dancing at 4 o'clock on Sunday. So when I ended up in the hospital, a lot of people were saying, but wait a minute, what happened? So, but since then I gave up that job. And the wines that they serve are
Yeah,
not,
it's not particularly.
okay.
Actually, Testarossa has one of the Pinots that I actually like.
do they have them there?
At the event, no, he won't donate anything. He's-
First one. Or the
So
second.
you've been to Testarossa before, right?
Yeah.
That's
Is
the
that
fro-
like-
former.
I performed a wedding there.
Oh,
Yes, you
it
did.
was the novitiate winery before.
Yep, and I have an old novitiate wine. One of my friends, brother Cordy, was up there, and he had a favorite port that I have a big bottle of.
And
That he,
don't-
Isn't that a port?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was excited when I read.
There.
Bill and Dorothy, are you by any chance going to the Harvest Festival at Inglenook at the end of the month?
No, we
I
are
don't
not
think
planning
so.
to.
Not planning on
How about you, Scott and Nan?
No,
it.
We're gonna go to probably this.
I don't
Okay.
know.
I
Burning
think.
Man.
Gotta
Oh
go
yeah.
down.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 2 days.
That's coming up.
Yeah, it's on Thursday, but we're getting a new roof starting Thursday, so I don't know what's gonna
It all
happen.
depends on what goes on. They
Is your
have
pool covered up now for the winter?
Yes,
went to bed.
We're trying to keep, the grandkids want us to keep ours up. So
I mean, we probably could have, but it wasn't worth it.
yeah, I mean, you'd only be able to swim in it once or twice, if that, and, to keep putting chemicals and running a heater and, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you dismantle yours every year?
Yeah.
What's-
You take it down?
No,
No,
they
No,
We
No.
don't. They don't.
you
Oh.
do.
We take ours down because it's our basketball court. So we have to,
I wish we could put a heater in it,
doesn't need.
but it's not even, it doesn't even
I was
come.
gonna
in
say,
the
you got
way-
enough sun, you don't need heat.
It
So
comes,
we only bought it and put it up because of COVID and the kids, right? So we just put it up so that could come over and have a pool to play in because everything else was closed.
but they love it.
Oh, no, they,
So here's something you could do. We used to have an above ground pool in our backyard. And I also have I have a sink in the backyard that has both hot and cold water in it. And I used to just run the hose from the hot water to the pool and empty the water heater when the kids were gonna go in.
Good idea. We can do that. Because the water heater's right there.
A water heater, yeah. You know, you empty the water heater. Nobody should take a shower for a
Oh,
few
well.
hours.
but we have one of those instant water heater things, so.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right. I forgot. We don't have a water
Oh.
heater anymore.
Oh,
You have on
okay.
demand,
Okay.
inline.
I don't know what happens there. Bill might.
Well, then it's continuous. If you don't run it with too high a volume, it'll run forever.
I know.
Okay, we'll check it out.
We have a heater.
Yeah, I know. You guys
Yeah,
are high class.
We get free gas off the oil well, though. They were running it today, making money.
There you go. Shall we learn something about Petaluma Gap?
Let's
Sure.
do, for sure.
Yeah. They have good Chardonnay.
I really liked, I might have, I don't know why I
Syrah's
stepped on this,
pretty
but
good
it was
too.
pretty good. Okay, we need to go here. Look familiar?
Yes,
Here comes Jenny and Madison. Let's say hi to them
Cool.
first.
sure.
I see the name. Hello.
There they are.
Madison,
Oh, it looks like she's crashed out.
Somebody's
wake
asleep.
up.
She was throwing a bit of a tantrum, so we'll see how long this calm lasts, which is why I'm late. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
She wanted
I'm
to
glad
get
she's a
online.
normal child.
Oh, yeah, so we could flip a coin, see who's going to sing. It's Jenny or Eric. That's right. I keep forgetting the first thing that comes up is the song. I don't know why I forget. You know the tune "Stand by Me"?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it helps because that's what it is. Let's see. Let's go.
You should do just one verse, David, so they don't have to sing forever.
Actually this one's pretty short.
What is it?
It's "Stand by Me," except it's not "Stand by Me." It's
haven't we used that song before?
Nope. no drink with me.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Well, I don't know who's
Stand by
gonna
me,
sing. Who's gonna sing?
You are.
I see Jenny. Hi, Jenny.
Jenny could sing. I don't know if she knows this song.
This is a difficult song. It's really out of my range, but
Jenny, you want to sing?
Madison's a little iffy right now, so probably better not.
Okay.
When the night has come and the wine is dark and the shard is the only white we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you drink with me. So darling, darling, drink with me. Oh, drink with me. Oh, drink with me. Drink with me. In the wine that we look upon should spill out and fall, or the winery should crumble to the sea. I won't cry over spilt Cabernet, just as long as you drink with me. And darling, darling, drink with me. Oh, drink with me. Oh, drink now. Drink with me. Drink cab with me. And darling, darling, drink with me. Oh, drink with me. Oh, drink now. Drink with me. Drink cab with me. Whenever you're thirsty, won't you drink with me? Oh, drink with me. Won't you drink cab with me? Cab with me.
Thank you.
We
Thank
need
you.
to get a band to go behind you.
We need, yeah. So, thank you, Eric.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
I should put on here Sharon's page.
Yeah. And you know what? I was gonna say that when you showed us the desk. What is the one
What's
you
that?
guys are drinking? That's
What's that?
Gus. Because look at how it goes up and like that. It looks like the signature on your bottles.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
kind of does.
See?
Yeah, it does. Wow, interesting. Okay, so let's see what we got here for. Okay, so we're showing the map of Sonoma's AVAs once again, and Petaluma Gap is this. I think this must be the gap right here. It goes through here and spreads out, and the picture behind me is back here in the ocean here. And I'll be camping right about over here next week,
Over where?
where my arrow is.
I don't see your.
Your
Yeah.
arrow is behind the pictures.
What?
Oh,
It's behind, like we all have a bar on the side showing everyone's faces. That's where your arrow
Okay, I
is.
put mine up on the side, so it's It's below Tamales Bay.
It's a really, really
Okay.
tiny, it's a really, really tiny arrow.
In
It is
in
a tiny arrow.
the area?
Yes, I'm down here and I'll be down here below at the just above the bottom of the screen.
Cool.
Anyways, Petaluma Gap. And here's the map of Petaluma Gap. The actual gap. So see if
Wow.
you can find, oh, I didn't think that, I don't even know where mine is on here, but it's somewhere in here. Anyway, here's a cool picture of the gap.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's see, what did we come back?
So let's see. Defined by its unique wind and fog conditions and their effect on the vines, the Petaluma Gap was designated on December 7th, 2017, not that long ago, as an American viticultural area producing premium grapes that make it one of California's best areas for growing Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, and Syrah. Guess what we're all drinking tonight? Pinot Noir,
Yeah.
Chardonnay, and Syrah. How about that? Just 25 miles north of San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge, it's also the premier gateway to the Sonoma Coast and northern Marin County wine region. The Petaluma Gap AVA spans an area of more than 200,000 acres, stretching in the northwest from the Pacific Coast to Bodega Bay and running southwest to Highway 17 at Sears Point on San Pablo Bay,
37.
straddles northern Marin and southern Sonoma counties. Wind and fog are the key to this Northern California AVA, where vineyards are tucked into valleys and scattered on hillsides in perfect harmony with the area's rural open space and rich agricultural history. A wind gap in the central mountain range funnels cooling breezes and fog east from the Pacific Ocean through the city of Petaluma and south to San Pablo Bay. The persistent afternoon breeze causes lower grape yields and longer hang time, enabling flavors and fruit characteristics to fully develop. It's the perfect recipe for elegant, well-balanced wines of character and distinction.
We can also.
Here's my background. This is Highway 1 right here.
Very cool.
Petaluma Gap's agricultural history harkens back nearly 200 years with a myriad of interesting elements, including its first grapevine plantings by General Vallejo, the critical role of the Petaluma River in the gold rush, smuggled old world rootstock, a winery built by the U.S. Senator and silver baron from Nevada, who also built San Francisco's famous Fairmont Hotel, the devastating effects of phylloxera, and the area's comeback to become one of the best areas for Pinot, Chardonnay, and Syrah. The Petaluma Gap AVA enjoys a mild Mediterranean climate characterized by warm, dry summers and cool, wet winters. At the westernmost boundary of the Petaluma Gap, along the coastline, the Estero lowlands and a series of low hills form the transport corridor that allows marine air to roar into the region. A typical summer day in the Gap begins with a distinctive crisp coolness and a blanket of morning fog. By late morning, the sun chases away the fog and temperatures rise. By mid-afternoon, however, the cool onshore breezes begin picking up speed as the afternoon progresses and bringing in fog almost every night. It is this cooling wind tunnel effect that distinguishes the Petaluma Gap from other neighboring wine-growing areas. The effect of the wind brings lower yields in grapes that reach physiological ripeness much later and at lower sugar levels, while developing wonderful flavors and fruit characteristics with ideal levels of acidity. The results are well-balanced wines demonstrating character and distinction. Another picture.
Like the way that says the winds come roaring in.
Yeah, is that cool?
So that means that they're stronger than Carneros. Because it's on the
Sounds like, because it funnels through this gap, and that funneling is what makes the winds stronger.
Yeah. And look at the fog light. Oh, okay. Giving us again.
So the Petaluma Gap is a grower-focused region with a rich legacy of agricultural families dating back several generations. Our vineyards have been shaped by this agricultural context and are often nestled in with cattle, sheep, chickens, and fruit trees. Petaluma Gap grape growers are stewards of the land and are dedicated to farming sustainably, with many growers devoted to organic or biodynamic viticultural practices. With the Petaluma Gap's unique geography and climate, these determined growers face constant challenges. Every growing season, their vines are engulfed by heavy morning fog, battered by afternoon wind, and threatened by fall rain as the grapes slowly ripen. They put their heart and soul into this challenging farming. Why do they do it? Open a bottle of Petaluma Gap wine to find out, which we did. There are over 4,000 acres of grapevines in the Petaluma Gap AVA. 75% of the grapes grown here are Pinot Noir, with the remaining almost evenly split between Chardonnay and Syrah. There are a few vineyards that grow other varieties, including Albarino, Riesling, Viognier, Grenache, Merlot, Cabernet Franc, and Cabernet Sauvignon. Look at that fog. Pretty.
I'm talking, you can't hear me. Isn't that beautiful? Wow.
That is really pretty. It's looks like winter and there's no leaves on the vines. See, Scott, and this is what a California winter looks like.
Yeah, we were there in February.
Yeah, we were there in February.
Yeah, you were there. That's right. You were.
We were there in time for Super Bowl.
Yay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so this is the Ron Noble Estate.
That's unfortunate.
By wind, sea, and soil, our wines are born. Less than 15 miles from the Pacific Ocean and situated in the Petaluma Gap, the Ron Noble Estate exemplifies the ideal nexus of land, water, and air. Estate vineyard, planted around 10 years ago, our 24-acre estate vineyard is exclusively planted to Pinot Noir, 5 different clones, 115, 667, 777, and 828, and Pommard 4. Ideally situated at the northeast end of the Petaluma Gap, the climate is ideal for this variety. Outcroppings of basalt on the estate, which were once quarried for the streets of San Francisco, and sandy, gravelly clay provide for good soil diversity and water retention. Classically trained winemaker Megan Vesitich applies old world techniques and new world science to craft the wines of Ron Noble. With their guiding hand, Ron Noble wines have a perfect balance of structure and balance with a silky texture. So none of us are drinking Ron Noble tonight. I guess this must be Ron right here.
I like the label.
Yeah, it's cool. I can't see it because if I move this up here, I can see it. Yeah, it looks better.
I didn't like attention. Why is it called Ron Noble? Because I know it's because it's the estate, but does it say why?
I think that's the guy's name.
But she's the wine. Oh, that's his name?
It's the owner's name.
Oh, that's a stupid question. Okay, got it.
No.
Because
It
I
wasn't clear.
Jenny, we don't know what you're drinking.
I'm cheating.
Right.
How's that?
We opened a bottle of Inglenook Cabernet Sauvignon 2018 for Grandparents' Day on Sunday.
Okay, all right.
And still had some left. So my dad and I are sharing it tonight.
Well, you have the best wine for sure then.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe. It was an early dinner for Sue's birthday. We had a 2003
Ooh,
Rubicon
nice.
Wow.
and a 2013 Blancano.
picture.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Mhm.
Did you order that before?
Okay, here's some cowboys. Oh, no. So here's Reese River Ranch Vineyards. Dennis and Deborah Reese, both born and raised in Marin and Sonoma County, have dedicated their lives to the practice of horsemanship and Sonoma County agriculture. The Reese Ranch, Pengrove, has a world-class training facility. Participate in a Dennis Reese Universal Horsemanship Training Course. Classes available year-round. The Reese River Ranch Vineyards Winery and Tasting Room are located on a beautiful 360-acre working horse and cattle ranch, a horse lover's paradise on the Marin-Sonoma County Highway 101 line. Discover a new favorite wine, ranch-raised grass-fed beef, and our wildflower honey in our tasting room farm store. Enjoy the beauty of the ranch with a lakeside picnic or on the tasting room decks, with spectacular views of the river, ancient oaks, sparkling lakes, rolling pastures, horses, cattle, and wildlife sanctuary.
Sounds like a fun place to visit.
Or is that their house?
I think this, well, it might be both. It kind of looks like stuff on the deck like you would have at your house. But it might be it might just be all together. I've been to tasting rooms like that. It's the tasting rooms in their house. Oops, let's see if I can move this out of the way. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, what else we got? We got the Keller estate. Owners and founders Arturo and Deborah Keller first fell in love in the early 80s with the site while driving a vintage car through the meandering Sonoma roads, and selected the property for its potential as a site for a world-class vineyard. Our founders' focus was to create a winery where the best wine could be made in an artistically majestic environment.
Check the portal, it's not showing.
Keller Estate's elegance and picturesque family estate prides itself in exceptional handcrafted wines. Our drive, sophistication, and luxury for life's special moments. Every year, our winemaker encounters outstanding barrels that are inspiring and shine a light on what makes each vintage unique. Site-specific wines reflect the influence of the Petaluma Gap wind, the diversity of soils, and the carefully planted vineyards. This looks like a fun place too. And I think this is the last one we're featuring is the Azari Vineyards. Our family endured many trials and tribulations to get this far. Founders Kamal and Percher had planned to go back to Iran after they earned their degrees, only to have their plans dashed by the Iranian Revolution of 1979. I have a friend that got stuck here for the same reason too. When the Iran-Iraq war broke out, they dug their heels in and doubled down on the American dream. The Azari family has planted their own vineyards and built their own facilities from dirt to mortar because they wanted everything to match their unique vision. They specialize in small lots of wine, such as their award-winning Pinot Noir and cool climate Shiraz. Each bottle encapsulates the song and poem of our land, captured in vino and brought to you, our extended family. There were no grapes and no infrastructure before the Azaris came to this land. Working hand in hand, Kamal and Paricher sought to see if the calling was true and planted their first vines with their own hands. The results are and have been extraordinary. The wines grow on this vineyard have garnered critical acclaim. So next week we're taking a break, and then we'll be back on September 26th for the Moon Mountain District AVA. Hi,
Hello.
we're back.
That was a pretty interesting story that you have people that are not American that end up staying here and they start like how they would do it at home.
Yeah, I have a friend that's he was same thing. He was going to school here and he got stuck here because the Iran revolution. He's still here. I worked with him at
Back,
computer.
back, back in the 70s?
Yeah. Well, he gave, yes, I guess. So I met him. I went to work at Computerland headquarters in, I think, 1982. And that's when I met him. His name is Ali Tabatabai. Tabatabai is like Jones in here. It's a very common name, or Kim in Korea. But I saw him a couple of years ago. And wait, wine's still holding up?
Yep.
Getting better all the time.
Yeah.
What wineries did everybody else have?
So we had one from, that was Gust.
Ooh,
Just.
pretty. I like your
And
label,
so did-
Nan.
This was one that Bill and Dorothy sent us because I was having a hard time finding one.
I actually had a hard time finding one too.
You
I
didn't.
think we did too.
Evidently.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we had to go to wine.com.
And that was even wine.com, but I think it was wine.com. So you notice if you looked ahead to the Mendocino AVAs, I bunched some of them together, so we're not going to spend a day on one area. We'll get a bunch of them in because I
Right.
think it's going to be some of those
There were going
other
to be
ones will be hard.
multiple bottles in one night.
Something.
It's going to be hard to find some of them because people don't have, there aren't.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to
tasting
find,
rooms
some of
and-
those are gonna be so obscure, you're not gonna find them. So we're just gonna talk about these different areas and we'll probably only get maybe, so you could, when we get there, if you find something from one of those, just go for it and then you'll have something different.
Does that, there's that community up in Mendocino that has their own language, a town or
Yeah,
something?
and that's Anderson Valley. Boontville, yeah.
And did they have the any wines that they could
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get
they
it
do.
because you wouldn't know how to say it because you know.
Yeah, the language is called. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot about that. It's called Bunting, and it's like it's its own dialect of English.
Do you think they still do it? 'Cause
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
I would
we
love.
were there 40 years ago.
I know, but I would love to have my own language here so that
You
people could
do.
Yeah,
understand
there
what.
you go.
Her
We actually,
granddaughter,
in
Yeah.
Boonville, we stopped at the Disco Ranch wine bar and something. And actually we got something from one of the AVAs there. They had a little selection of Mendocino wines there.
Okay.
Some of the obscure ones.
Obscure
so
ones.
It helped us fill out the 6 or 7 we got.
We were excited initially that in Healdsburg, 2 of the Cole Ranch wineries, something like Cole Ranch and what was the other one? Root Down Cellars had shared a tasting room in Healdsburg with
Oh,
another winery. Of course, when we arrived there, we learned that they had both had disagreements with the tasting room, and Cole Ranch had left,
Bailed just last week. So we
bailed
just missed
last
that.
week, and the other
Oh.
one had bailed prior to that.
oh,
So do you have all of the AVAs from Mendocino?
I think we have all the ones where we're going to be here. We're going to miss a couple, and so I think we have, right?
Yeah.
I have a lot. I have several of them, but I don't have.
The only one we don't have, David, you put in a Mendocino. No, I got that one.
Just
The
Mendocino.
Mendocino AVA.
Yeah.
That
And we
doesn't
can't
show up
find
on the
a,
map.
we can't find a
any
Mendocino
place.
AVA,
Well,
So I assume that encompasses the whole county.
but there's Mendocino County.
yeah, I know it's
and
really weird.
Mendocino Ridge.
Yeah. where's my, oh, I see. I think this is. And I'm gonna have to go and oh, no, that's not it. I have a list somewhere here of what I got and I don't see it. But yeah, I have several bottles that I just got.
He presumably got that one because he's got it. this
Right.
one.
Right.
I'm sure that was the one he's not common like we got.
I don't know. I started the so the first Mendocino AVA is Anderson Valley, which will probably be the easiest one to find wines from. I just finished the little presentation.
Oh, okay.
Today. So I'm ahead. Usually I'm not ahead. Usually I'm
Navarro had the
doing
two
it. I do
labels.
the slideshow. I'm way ahead right now.
That was Barra that had the two labels. Barra and Girasoli.
Do I,
Oh, you're right. Right.
do I have an old list? Because October 24th, it just says Mendocino, the 7th Mendocino County, the 14th.
That's November.
I know. Is this an old list?
No.
No, I think that's right. And then you have the 14th Mendocino Ridge.
Yeah. Yes.
We just did not find a Mendocino AVA. That was all.
It's not on the map, not on the.
It was not on the map that we got.
So I did on here. Oh, I know. Did I do? I wrote some of these in. Did I put it in? I may not. So here's what I got. So which one? Mendocino itself. If you can get a Fetzer, Lang and Reed, Sanctuary, Forenzo Vineyards. Those are the ones I found that would qualify for Mendocino. In Mendocino County, I've got Jackson Keys, Hush,
And North.
This will be
so
too
some of
big
these
to show up
overlap.
on.
Yeah, so some of these overlap.
Hey, look at you.
That if you
We got this on our little trip.
I actually have that. I have that map on my presentation.
Right. It's just much easier to see here.
Yeah.
But there is no just Mendocino AVA. There's
So because what it is Mendocino is the bigger AVA with these other ones inside them, kind of like Sonoma as the bigger one.
oh, okay. It just had Mendocino County
So
rather than Mendocino.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's Mendocino and there's also Mendocino County. So some of these are overlap, and they might be they may not say Mendocino on them, but they're within the larger AVA.
Or I think David, it might be like Napa, that some of them will say just Mendocino, even though they're from a particular AVA.
Right.
We found that at individual wineries that
Yes.
that was the case.
So I think a couple of these I got. Oh, I see.
And Fetzer is just a production facility, so
Yeah.
Fetzer should be available.
Easy to find, yeah.
So I personally have GoldenEye for Anderson Valley. I got Cobb for Cole Ranch.
Oh, this is what I'm looking
I
at.
got
That's
Lang.
the smallest AVA in North America. It's like 60 acres. The whole AVA is 60
It's
acres.
evidently it's all evidently owned by one person.
Yeah. Right.
Interesting.
But we're doing those other ones, Covella, Dos Rios, Eagle Peak, and McDonald Valley. So you can get any of those for that night.
Right.
Got a
Oh, look. That's what he was talking about. Because don't you have to go through that to get to anything else?
Anyway. So I still have to go back and buy more wine because I didn't buy it. When you buy on wine.com, the best thing to do is use their discount coupon and buy the minimum that you could buy that time, because then you'll get another coupon and use it later and you'll get another discount. Maximize the discount.
I'm impressed that they went there for 2 days and went to all these AVAs and these wineries to pick them up.
I think that's really fun.
Yeah,
We needed an activity, so.
Okay.
that's quite an activity.
And it's
Come over
amazing country. It was so
come
much
over to my house
more
tomorrow. We're gonna go through our camping gear.
rugged.
Very rustic with windy roads and up mountains and down around into valleys. It was a fun trip.
Very nice.
Did you video it so that you can share it when?
No, we didn't.
No,
No
we're
videos.
derelicts.
So I was there in Mendocino in 1968, and I stayed in a house that didn't have a bathroom inside. It had an outhouse, but it was on the same street where they filmed The Russians Are Coming.
Oh, yeah.
Russians Are
Cool.
Coming.
Cool.
So I got to stay in one of the houses that was in the movie.
It's great.
You can touch me. You can touch me. I was right off of the cliff there where the Russians came up, tried to wreak havoc.
Sue and I honeymooned in Little River, which is just south of Mendocino.
Yep. That's where we used to go abalone diving.
Oh yeah, I have family who used to go to Albion and they
Yeah.
dive for abalone there. Oh my God, so good.
Well, from there to Florida, but yeah.
The best part was having to beat the crap out of the abalone.
Yeah, got a pound.
Oh yeah, you got to pound it really well.
We had a neighbor for a while who worked for Fish and Game, and we weren't ever really sure about. He provided us with abalone pre-pounded and everything, but it wasn't. We weren't really clear about whether this was abalone that he had.
He claimed on his lunch break
That he'd
he'd
gotten
go
it,
diving,
but we weren't sure whether it was abalone that he'd
Yeah,
gotten from
yeah.
people who were.
confiscated. Or
Well, they were-
confiscated.
They were over the limit or something. They were taking more than they were entitled to, or they weren't the right stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't want it to go to waste, right?
right.
That's right.
That's right. No, it was.
Honey.
Unfortunately, the grandkids ate most of it.
That's
They
true. They
devoured it.
loved it. Yeah.
We used to have those measuring things, right? You had to measure them.
Yeah.
Right.
Same with clams. You had to make them sure that they were the right size, or you couldn't take them.
So this
Ah,
might have been, these might have been
There's
things
no
that
beach.
were confiscated that were undersized.
I'm sure that they were. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
They were plenty big.
how did you guys fix them?
But if they get too many, they're only allowed a certain number.
The
Right?
inside.
Right.
Too many, they say. Okay.
I think you just sauteed them. Right.
Oh, the clams.
Okay.
And we,
We would do ours in butter and Ritz crackers and fry them.
Oh, Ritz crackers.
and
Mm.
with crackers.
Yep. hmm
Yeah.
Oh God! Wow, fond memories. Hadn't thought about
Once
that in a long time.
Get up.
Our sushi chef used to make abalone sushi for us.
That's right.
No, they do have it at the wine cellar. They serve abalone all the time. They have an abalone appetizer and an abalone dinner.
Oh, we need to go there again.
Actually, another little bit of trivia is in the early, like 1970, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, when I flew back to Massachusetts, when we flew American, they served abalone on one of the dinner things on the plane.
Wow.
Wow, that's impressive.
Well, that was back when it was plentiful.
Yeah.
So I have a question to you guys all. Sue's actual birthday is Thursday, and I asked her, she says I'm making dinner for her. I said okay, but she wants fish tacos. What kind of fish would be the best for fish tacos?
Mm.
That's a good
Well, you
question.
can always do salmon
Okay.
Yeah.
I do cod.
It's kind of
or
difficult.
cod.
Yeah.
Or
I
cod.
mean, if you get true cod, that's pretty darn good for that.
Yep.
Okay.
I would try a couple different ones.
Okay,
I think rockfish works pretty good too, David. You
Rockfish,
can
yeah,
usually
okay.
get that in the store. It's got a little more flavor to it.
We'll have the
Yeah, what did we have? We had walleye.
catfish ones too.
I don't think we'll have walleye.
It was good.
What about like sole? No,
Well, they're so,
It's so
Yeah.
it's so
skinny,
skinny.
it's hard
Yeah.
to not
And it's
overcook
thin.
it.
too flaky. Sole's too flaky.
too flaky. And do I like saute it in butter or something like that, or how do I?
Yeah.
Butter fixes almost anything, David, so it's probably a good idea.
Our
Okay.
fish, we had fish
That's right.
tacos breaded. It was really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just had some beer battered fish tacos. They were excellent.
Yeah. If you,
Oh,
Yeah.
so is that deep fried or how do you? No. Yes.
Yeah, I think it
You
was
could
deep
do them in
fried.
your air
Do it in
fryer.
your air fryer.
Yeah, do it in the
There
air
you go.
fryer. There you
Oh,
go.
okay.
It works really well for that.
Our air fryer is really small. I might have to do a couple of batches.
I would do the sauteing with the butter thing.
Yeah.
All right. Do I
When
cut
in
it?
doubt.
I would
Do
do
I
like
cut it in the
7.
strips first or cut it afterwards?
Huh?
Do I cut it in the strips when to cook it or and
Well,
then?
Yes, cut it first.
if you're gonna
Okay.
saute it, yeah. I would.
Okay.
Finish the wine cellar. I was just
Ours
looking
had
at
little
the-
pieces, like chunks of
Yeah,
the
they're
fish,
probably about that big.
like a silver dollar size or something like that.
Okay.
It was excellent.
We gotta go too.
We gotta go.
Friends
Yeah.
have been gone for
Yep. Time to go.
Okay.
and they
Yeah,
invited.
like coleslaw and then something else.
Well, it had
Madison,
stuff you
thanks
would
for
put-
being so perfect.
Yeah, she finally fell asleep.
Oh, she's waving goodbye.
Oh, she's waving.
Oh, did you wake up? Oh, I know. He says I woke up. I'll give you guys a little hello.
Hey, hello.
Exercise time.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, all I needed was a nap.
Yeah.
Jenny, you weren't on earlier.
This is what you got to look forward
Wait,
to.
Where's the?
Yeah.
Little feet. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, not ready for that yet. Oh, my God. Look at her go.
Get out the
She
gate.
went up the basement stairs to the main floor and then up to the second floor to get her
What?
diaper changed.
26 steps.
Oh, no. Well, good for her, though. I mean, you know, good development, but scary
Yeah.
for her.
Our
We haven't
son
done
and
the
his wife
down part
were-
yet.
Our son and his wife were helicopter parents, and when we would babysit when he was really young, we'd let him go up the stairs, and they'd come over and go, "Oh no, take him down."
Well, you got to teach them how to go up,
Gotta
but
learn
teach them.
sometime.
The going
We have to
down is
teach them how to
Going
come
down.
down. too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was down part.
He never had a problem coming down.
Yeah, she knows how to come down. She just reaches her arms out to me like this.
Carry me.
Kate used to slide down, right?
Yeah, on your butt.
Yeah, slide
No, no,
down
no.
in his belly.
I think that's how I learned on my grandparents'
It was going head
stairs.
first.
Hey, that'd be a good idea. Put a slide on one side of my stairs.
Well,
There you
go.
TV on one of the houses, they did that. They put a slide there. The staircase was like double wide.
I'm not thinking
and
about
so-
her. I'm thinking about me.
They put a slide for the kids, but the parents slid down too. It was cute.
Put a mattress at the bottom or something.
Just take a piece of cardboard.
They
Yeah.
did like a regular slide where it kind of went up a little bit to kind of stop you.
Okay.
You know what they say? A woman that slides down a van.
No, I don't.
Okay, well, we'll wrap it up tonight then. Thank you for joining. Enjoy the rest of your wine.
Thank you.
We're having an
Will
event.
do.
Thank you. We'll
And
see you in a
we'll,
couple of
See
weeks.
We'll
everyone
get
in
together in
2
we'll
weeks.
get together in 2 weeks, so take a break.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
You going out of town?
No,
Come
David.
come and join me at the campfire up in the redwoods.
That sounds
Got
lovely.
one right out back.
Bring your own chair and wine.
Which redwoods?
Have wine, we'll travel.
Samuel P. Taylor.
Well, okay, all right.
Brian.
We've been there.
You
Yeah.
can go.
We have a creekside
See
We
you
we ran the Avenue of the Giants Marathon years and years ago,
twice.
up south of.
I'm
Erie.
impressed.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
I did a 10K, that was enough.
Yeah, I've done like 25 marathons, plus 5 at Ironman, so I am the most bitching one.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, yeah, no
Oh,
doubt
I'm
about it.
sorry. I startled you by laughing.
Uh-oh,
Okay, guys, I
sorry.
gotta go.
All right.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Good night.
Uh,
Bye.